Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Spiritual Glow with Mook. I hope everybody's been having a wonderful week, a weekend. Hope everybody's doing well, safe, refreshed. Did some healing over the weekend. Touched some grass, hugged a tree, hopefully. Hope everybody's coming with great vibes and whatnot. Glass is a little shiny. But today we're just doing a chill day. Don't have most of my crew here today, but we have our wonderful Mr. Aaron.
Yeah. Random conscious voice in the background.
There you go. He's in the hidden background today.
She left me to add it.
There you go. There we go. Today we're just going to do a couple of topics. He's going to ask me a couple of questions, and we're just going to have a conversation, let it flow, and do whatnot. Thank you for coming by to see us and whatnot. Let's get started.
Well, first and foremost, how was your week?
My week was interesting. It's very interesting, got acquainted with my man. Very aligned,
That went outside and touched some grass.
And I definitely went outside and I damn sure did. Went outside and touched some grass, got my attitude together. Grass was definitely needed, heavy. Got a little walk in, some fresh air. Got away from them damn kids. But outside of that, it was just beautiful. It was just beautiful. I got a little overwhelmed and went to go touch some grass.
Got anything planned for this upcoming week? What you doing? What's on your mind? Summertime, school started. How the kids?
School definitely started. For one, I can't wait for 2 tomorrow. That's the main one. Yeah. Just ready for him to get the hell out of the house so I can food shop and it can finally sit in the house more than just a day. Outside of that, have snacks to myself, have peace and quiet throughout the day. Kinda, because I still got the little munchkin that don't know how to stay out with people's plates. But outside of that, everything's good. Weekend I do have something planned this Saturday. I'm going to finally get dressed up and head out. Supposed to be going out to Miss Carolyn's 60th birthday party dinner.
Hey.
Way to enjoy my life. Drink a little liquor. And, have a little fun.
As you should.
And you?
I'm in the crib all week. Like you said, school started, so now I got a allotted period of time that I can potentially try to be productive in, but I ain't got nothing planned. I ain't got nothing to go. This weekend was cool, just chilling in the crib. Nothing serious. Actually, a lot. I've been working as in like recording and whatnot, but ain't nothing serious. It ain't really work.
And he's working on his clothing line too.
Anomaly coming soon. Well, it ain't no coming soon. It's out actually.
Oh.
Anomaly drop.
Pre-sale over?
No, the pre-sale is available. The website stuff can be purchased. At least pre-sale, so.
Shop. And also I have a sale on my hair oil and beard oil too until August 4th. I will drop the link below whenever you guys are ready. If you want to have your hair growing rapidly, the one you want to call.
Might as well plug your own product. But
both are on there.
You ready for these hard-hitting topics?
Yeah, I's ready.
For our viewers, I have a list of topics that I guess just accumulate over time with us and different things that we eventually will get to on the pod. So today we're gonna ask a couple of these, get her opinion on it. I'm picking the question. So whatever she thinks she's about to answer or assumes she's about to answer is not getting asked. I'm about to ask her stuff. It ain't gonna be none of this female empowerment. It ain't gonna be no male bashing. It's gonna be right. We in good hands, fellas. All right, because I be reading, I be looking at them. Some of y'all are way too motivated and y'all hurt. But neither here or there. For our first topic of the day, drum roll. Can your relationship survive ego death? Question mark.
Mine actually have.
Elaborate.
Well, I will say my relationship is good now, but I will definitely say in the beginning, it was hella rocky. Reason for...
Hold on. Before you get into that, what is your definition of ego death? And what do ego death in a relationship look like to you?
Ego death is killing the mindset that you had before with the old relationships that you had. Basically what you structured in your mind that this is how it's supposed to go, or this is what I'm used to. So I'm supposed to do this with every relationship instead of growing with your partner and growing within yourself as far as healing to accept healthy love rather than toxic love is basically an ego death. Basically, you're changing yourself for the better rather than staying in the same toxic mindset.
And you said your relationship has experience, and or at least you have had ego death, and or at least you feel like you have ego death when it comes to that. And you said your relationship have survived that.
Yep. This weekend definitely proved on both ends. In the beginning, we both were basically we mirror each other, I would say. We are in the spiritual world, we're twin flames, so we mirror each other and mirror parts of each other that we still need to work on. So it's not more so of we're doing it to hurt each other or frustrate each other. It's just something that we see in each other that we need to fix as far as our ego and whatnot that we need work on. So him was the toxic relationship, letting things go, letting things be, not giving a damn, all that extra shit. Me, very independent, stubborn, hard-headed, not trying to have nobody lead. I was just very headstrong. Still is, but to a special extent. We survived a huge ego death on each end. I see a lot of change in him, and he sees a lot of change in me, and I see a lot of change in myself too.
For the listeners and the viewers that's watching this, that interested in the idea of ego death and how that can work with relationship, were there a certain process or steps that y'all had to go through to be able to get to that point?
I'm not gonna say arguments because we don't argue. I would say the main thing the problem that we had, it wasn't arguments, it was more so stuck in our ways, like one person, this is how it's gonna go, and it's just that. And then me, it's like, I get your point of view, but I also need to be heard too. So it's more so one is more structured and the other one is more, I get it, but it's also you need to understand my side.
Is it a validation?
In a couple of the situations, I was wrong after I sat down and processed
back at it.
And like I had to explain to him with one situation, before I got with you, I was used to doing that. I understand you see that as you want to protect me. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't see it in that way.
Yeah, I gotta say, but that's different. That's your female. I don't want to say like female pride like we normally do, or female point of view like we normally do. But you was coming from a place of I've done this already, and I've had all. I don't look to need that because I have done this myself.
Right.
And as a male, you kind of look at it, it's just like your basic fundamentals is to protect, or even like whatever it may be to come. There's certain things that male have when they become providers and people in their family that instinctively they feel like they need to do. And that can conflict and that can bump heads with each other, because you as somebody like, look, I done did it, I done survived, I didn't have nobody to depend on, I could figure it out myself, kind of put you in a situation where I don't want to say you don't feel you don't need help per se, but if you can just feel like you can do it yourself. And you might not necessarily think of or look at it from the other side of thinking like, okay, well, how could this affect him? It's like, bro, you don't necessarily mean nothing by it. Like, oh, go ahead. No, I got it. Oh, I can do this. Oh, bro, I can handle myself.
That's how.
And it can also come off wrong to him. He can also not process that right, because his instincts or whatnot telling him is like, oh, you need to protect this or you need to do that. So when they see you say that, it can always become a confliction because the man is like, I supposed to do this. And the female like, well, I don't need you to do that. And you might not think of nothing wrong with it. Just like, bro, just go. It's cool. I got it. I've been doing it this long. It ain't so on and so forth. We good. We Gucci. Yada yada yada. And then him, it could come off as a like, oh, well, she don't need me, or she too independent, or she, you know, the key word like submissive and stuff go out there. And in reality, y'all both are just going about your day and just doing what y'all used to and naturally do.
Correct.
It says you never saw healthy love, so now you're running from it.
Oh.
So when you hear that, how did that make you feel? What do you hear when you hear that?
Goes back to the ego death. And I could say that on my relationship too. Sometimes, definitely in the beginning, you know, when it's not so much that you're used to, you tend to run from it. Or most people seem to feel like it's boring. Not me, but most people that's used to the arguments and the toxic and all that extra shit. They used to that. So as soon as they get the healthy love, no arguments.
They don't know exactly what it is or how to deal with it and tend to, I don't want, like, resist it, like tend to make it harder than what it have to be.
Or fuck it up by toxic behavior. And I find that's a lot this generation, honestly. Everybody want to stick in the toxic mindset and toxic cycle rather than breaking it and healing within and whatnot. It's not your partner's responsibility to heal you neither. I mean, they can help you heal, you know what I'm saying? And they're in the middle of healing themselves too, but you have to do some work yourself with healing. And until you heal within, you're going to keep getting the same partner over and over and over and over again in a different body. Then you can get mad that you're stuck into the same pattern. Why? Because you don't want to work on yourself when you need to work on yourself. So once you get a good partner, which I have, we help each other heal, but more so I'm healing myself also, not only just for myself. I have kids that look up to me too. So now that we have a son on his end, you know what I'm saying? Like we had a conversation, you know, most men brought up, like the last conversation we had, you can't cry, can't show emotions, all that stuff. I'm not having that with my son. My son is going to be able to still be a man, but regulate his emotions. You are open to speak on your emotions. Your emotions are valid, but I'm going to also have him to the point where you can control your emotions. Most of these men out here nowadays, as far as their emotions, they don't know how to handle it. So you see how they shooting females if they don't give them the number, or you know, little shit like that. It's been happening, but little stuff like that.
You right, but that is a very small percentage of men. So what you're saying is absolutely right. Your son should be emotionally intelligent. Your son should know how to articulate, and you should definitely do that. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say I don't like, but I hear a lot of as if like that's the standard of men.
At all.
Is a very small percentage of people acting like that. And now because of what it is, obviously it'll get more attention than the father that's sitting right there, or the man that probably said, okay, cool, you have a nice day, ma'am, and go about your day. That would never get the attention. So you are right, because that does stem from lack of control of emotions, not know how to process, and so on and so forth. But most parents are doing what they're supposed to do. And a lot of people, because you can see that like in this, you can see how kids interact with each other. Mm-hmm. If the kids interact well, it's a little different than the teenagers. Teenagers, they have a lot of time to be an influence, and the parents have time to fuck up, or they got time to do that. And then when you become adult, you're like, oh, you can see the whole pattern of everything. I feel like it's a lot more kids now playing together fine, and certain things that they talk about and certain things that they play might not be as bad when I was a kid. Because I remember when I was a kid, is you even talking about somebody, you cracking on them, you're talking about them, or you got to have something better than them. Mm-hmm. A lot of these kids, they might have Jordans and stuff on, a lot of stuff like that, but you can tell that it's not the main focus as if what it was.
The emotions are.
Yeah.
See how we was brought up is a little different.
A lot different.
And now I would say this generation that's coming up now, they're soft. But it's okay that they're soft in some certain degree because we actually are paying attention to their emotions more than our parents was doing to us. Now I can say I'm half and half. Half of how I was brought up, trying to break that generational curse. And then half where it's like, all right, I'm gonna hear them out. But then sometimes it's like, all right, you feeding me bullshit. I know you feeding me bullshit, but I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna listen. But once it get too much, I'm like, all right now, cut it. Like cut it. And it's like my kids are very, 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 very intelligent. So they know how to play you very well. If you don't know them, like the one you're gonna meet today, she'll play the hell out of you. So smooth. So you gotta know kids. You know
how do you look at them? Because certain words always give negative connection in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
When you say that, how do you look at that? Because I was the kid to get called sneaky, and I wasn't sneaking. I was getting it just because, not saying you, but I was raised by my grandmother, so she 2 generations past me. So it was like a lot of stuff that she used to say, like, "Oh, he this, he that, he this, he that." In reality, it just she didn't know, or she didn't win that, or she didn't have the time or the confidence. Like right now with us, we got way more patience than our kids than anybody that we was ever authority over us. So like when you say that, like what do you mean by that? Because a kid being sneaky because they're figuring out life or trying to go through the obstacles of getting what they want, and a kid being sneaky because they just hell offspring, they got bad upbringing, they got bad so on and so forth, which obviously is not the case with you and your kids. So when you say that, what did that mean?
My kids are me. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't sneaky, I was mischievous.
And you feel like it's sneaky because
they're smarter than me.
And it's not necessarily the same motive. Your motive, my
motive was different. Mm-hmm. My motive was different. Their motive, see,
one coming from a survival and one coming from a protected.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. Mine was, I'm gonna do something, but you gonna know I'm doing it. That was me. Like I don't give a fuck. That was definitely me.
To show it.
So I'm gonna show you I'm gonna do it. And just because you told me I couldn't do it, I'm gonna do it. That's how I was. I mean, I'm still kind of like that, but it was more so they didn't believe in me, basically.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of pride, heavy.
Yeah, my pride was definitely.
I can say the same.
It made me into who I am today.
A lot of them were saying what we couldn't do. Yeah, a lot of them saying what we couldn't do, or we ain't smart enough, or somebody else could do more.
Or I wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
So it's basically like it was like battle of siblings.
Mm-hmm.
One can do whatever he want to do, and then it's me.
Yeah.
I'm getting in trouble for shit that I ain't had nothing to do with, but since I was the mischievous child, I had to already do it. Whole time it was this nigga.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I was always locked in my room. I didn't go nowhere. When people ask me that, they don't believe me until they meet somebody that actually witnessed this shit.
Yeah.
Like I didn't go nowhere. I didn't go to movies and parties and shit. I barely got out of my room. I barely see daylight. My grandma nailed my windows. Well, I couldn't even talk out the fucking window. Couldn't go outside. I couldn't sit on the porch. None of that. So I was a homebody. Mm-hmm. And that kind of molded me into now it's like my boyfriend, he'll get me out like in the living room and stuff. Like I told you, my kids are living room babies. I always was in my room. So in order for me to finally get out, that's when I joined the marching band, drumline. And we traveled.
Yeah.
Around that time.
Yeah.
That's when we did Battle of the Bands and shit like that. And then I moved with my godmom. And that's when I was able to have some type of freedom. Go outside.
You can socialize, mingle, experience things that you couldn't experience in the basement.
Over there at my grandma's.
Yeah.
So I didn't play with them. My godmom, my grandma, the other grandma. I didn't play with them at all. I was actually scared of them. So when they said street light come on in the house, I was at home in the house. I couldn't be I was never sneaky with them, but I couldn't really do.
You couldn't maneuver like you thought you wanted to.
Yeah, with them because they knew what time I got on the bus, what time I got out of band practice, what time I'm getting dropped off.
You had more of a structure over there. Yeah, more of a.
It was way structured.
Routine.
It was freedom though. They didn't have me locked down.
Is that called like routine? Because kids supposed to have routine, no matter what. Even if it's not like structure, you got to be here on time. But it got to be a consistent pattern with a kid.
And if you're late, they're home.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, I didn't have an iPhone, so they didn't have my little.
Shit, nobody had an iPhone.
Or nothing. So I had a BlackBerry.
Oh.
So wasn't no location. So even if I'm getting off the bus and I'm just running my mouth at the bus stop,
you got to be there at a certain time.
5 minutes later, I'm getting the car. I'm a holler. Or I see that pink Escalade coming up in St. John Woods coming to the bus stop, and she see me just running my mouth. I never got in trouble.
Yeah.
Cause it's not like I'm doing nothing bad.
But it's just a security type of thing by the time. Yeah. They just okay, well you know where you need to be at. Mm-hmm. You can have your mingling time, but make sure you get there and you don't
drop your shit off and then go back out.
Certain routines and whatnot.
So I wasn't in trouble with them. It was more freedom. I felt safe. I'm not gonna say I wasn't safe at my grandma's house, but it was just.
It's a difference. I understand.
It was definitely a switch. Yeah. It was more so of. God bless Granddad. I love her to death. And I knew she didn't mean no harm. But it was more so emotionally
driven,
narcissist type.
I see what you're saying.
Rather than I'm free. So it was like a huge shift.
Yeah.
Because I'm at her house, I'm like, oh, I don't gotta do this, or oh, I don't need to do this, or I don't need to do that, which I was used to doing.
Yeah, you get a different idea of what you think is one way, you think things go this way, you think you gotta do this, and then you realize that, oh, that might not have been the best or even feasible. And then I understand.
Or when I got in trouble, I'm in the room, and they're like, why are you in your room? And I'd just be sitting there like,
I'm in trouble.
Thought I'm in trouble. They was like, no, you're not in trouble. We had a conversation. They talked it out. Mm-hmm. I get my ass whooped and sent to my room at grandma's.
So with as keeping on topic of what we were saying in the kids, so they only getting it's not that you feel like they're sneaky, it's just like you see how things process differently from that, and then the environment that you created from them, you might have that. Do you feel like the part of you that was damaged during the first upbringing kind of comes out on your kids? Because it sounds like you have created the environment of your second upbringing, this latter part of your upbringing with what do you say, your godmom? Mm-hmm. Like what you were just explaining, that period, it sounds like your kid lives in that environment. Mm-hmm. But maybe I don't want to say trauma because we feel like we use that too much. But
I put a little trauma on them.
Yeah, so how you the bulk of your life or what you upbringing and what you reading that's programmed into you what maybe right or wrong, or even now you questioning right or wrong. Mm-hmm. You might look at them through that lens, even though you're providing the second environment.
I can say and what I mean by putting some of that trauma on them, I will more so say not my last two, but my first.
Yeah, because she was there long and she just experienced the most.
There when I had her at 19 and turned 20 the next month.
Yeah.
So I was freshly out of high school, didn't know what the hell I was doing.
All of your life, all your adult life.
I was working 2 jobs, high school, pregnant with her. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really have that guidance. And it was a lot going on with that situation. And I didn't know how to be a mother because I didn't necessarily have that structure.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I gotta watch what I say.
What your ideal of what you wanted to produce, you didn't have that example growing up.
Correct. So when I say I put some of that trauma on her, is more so I didn't have patience. I didn't listen to her most of the time where she would explain what's going on. It's more so I was just zoned out how I was raised. And then once I had me Sean, I was like, ooh, that's when I started to notice.
What's the age gap?
6.
Yeah.
Once I started to notice that shit, and I'm like, ooh.
Start seeing certain things differently. You got a different lens to look at it through.
Yeah, I was like, the first part of accountability and to change is noticing your patterns.
Right.
And Michonne is like her dad. Like I was telling you with the hugs and the love and the nurturing and stuff. That's just her. And I'm not used to it. So once I seen her hug me or something, I used to reject it. Mm-hmm. Or I've tensed up. I'm like, why the fuck am I doing that to my child?
Because you didn't know. You never seen it. Yeah.
So once I start pinpointing it, it's like, I have to stop doing it. It's not easy, but now, lately, they'll come up there and give me a hug, and I just be like, oh. But I hug them back.
For the greater good. For the greater good.
All right, that's enough.
30 seconds.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, now they're starting to understand now, because I had to tell them, like, I'm not used to it. Mm-hmm. I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. But the hugs and shit, it ain't for me. But I would do it because y'all don't just do it.
Yeah.
Say, hey, can I get a hug? Mm-hmm. At least I would know.
Yeah.
I'm about to hug you. But if you just come up and I'll be like, ooh.
It's a quick little shot. Yeah. But that's good that you identify. You know, me and you talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
It's good that you like identified that, and even probably within like the last month or two that we didn't had a conversation so and so about that. Not even the last month or two. The last couple of weeks when we record the conversation, and then you saying that right now shows the mindset, shows the progression, and shows that you even like working through it. Because it's like, okay, I know this is not what I want. I know, well, not that's what I know. I'm not used to this, and I know this grinds my gear. But if I tell them like, hey, just let me know. If you say, hey, mom, can I get a hug? Hey, can I do this? I'm able to process that where I need to process it to be able to do what I need to do for my kid. And they also understand that, cool, we got this from her. We seen mom, she won't even doing this. So, kudos to that. Kudos to the growth.
Yeah, so I'm listening to you. Sorry.
Nah, you good. Kudos.
It pisses me off because it's like I see me in them, but it's like I sit there and I be like, I created a soft space for y'all. And y'all, I understand they're kids. Kids gonna be kids. But I created a soft space with you all. Why the hell y'all doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G that you really don't have to do? All you have to do is just ask. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to hate my answer.
But I know you ready to get on me.
I'm not getting on you because it's always
ready to get on me, but
the most simplest way that I think of this is, well, two things. One, your frontal cortex, the piece in the front of your brain that makes up all your decisions and make up everything, common sense, logic, all that good stuff, for males are not fully developed to 25. And for females, I think it's like 23, maybe 22, 23, something like that. So your child is 10, 11, 12. That means she got a minimum of 10 years for anything that she think of makes sense. Now, with that being said, that's one broad boundary. Now we have the boundaries. They're kids. And you're looking at it from an experience lens. You have 30 plus years of experience, good and bad, of what it could look like, what you experience, what your friends would like, what you hear about, and you have made an environment so they don't have to do that. Now, pros and cons of that is if they never seen worse, they don't know worse is existing, they don't know when you say you could only do this. Like I can use my daughter for example. She's a lot younger than your oldest, and she know deodorant, something simple. Mm-hmm. And I, as a grown man, know to put deodorant on because you don't want to go outside. You've been through school. You know people that it's a person. You don't have to say no name, but I know it's a person in your mind from your younger youth days that had a smell, mm-hmm. girl or boy, if not both. But you know that person for life. They could be a CEO, well bathed, well everything, but you're gonna always be remembered as that. She don't know that. So what she thinks, she knows blind, she might not really be able to pick it up, but she doesn't have the experience of the embarrassment or the schooling to know that this is what I should do. If anything right now is, oh, my dad just tell me to put it on, so I'm gonna go put it on. It's not on forefront of their brain. It takes us experience. So when you create that beautiful environment that you have created for your kids, when it be like, you should only be doing this, which is right. You should be right. Kids should be doing a lot of stuff. They should have a lot of things. They may or may not should know this, but at the end of the day, this is their first time experiencing it. They don't have the years of the. You can go grocery shopping right now. You've been shopping for groceries damn near your whole life. But when you first went into that store for your grandma or your mom or somebody like that, and they tell you, oh, go get the milk, or oh, go get that, you didn't know what the fuck you was doing. You went to the milk aisle, you seen what you might look right, that's something that you always get, then you get it. Then you learn it's different types of milks out there. It's 2%, it's whole. So you are absolutely right, but you also created this environment for a good thing. So when you was pregnant and you were thinking like, oh, I never had my kid go through that shit. I never had my kid do this. This is the results of that. You doing what you supposed to do to create this environment for them. It might seem like you should know. You might seem like you should be grateful. You might seem for this, but you the only thing that they know. They're not going to get kicked out at 16. They're not going to probably not even going to get put out at 18. And it's certain things that we had to experience that made us who we are, that we pride that we won't have our kids experience. Now they could be ungrateful, ain't shit kids, but we made them that way. They don't have to look for a meal. They don't have to look for no stress. They don't have to look for nothing. So like, yeah, it's like, you should be doing this. But I created that because that's what I wanted to create it. I don't want my kids to be on a podcast talking to their friends about their problems. So we made a podcast to talk to our friends about our problems, to give examples, to shift the generations. So that also comes with looking at every bit of our mindset just a tad different. Because all of our experience come from respectfully.
Trauma.
Not the best parents.
Yeah, trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Trauma. They still bad as hell.
No, yeah, but
yeah, I ain't taking that off. That ain't. They still bad as shit.
It could be I'm stealing from a store bad. It could be I'm outside smoking a cig bad. I definitely know 11-year-olds that was smoking cigs.
I took one cig from my grandma. I stole it. She's used to smoke. Marlboro Ultralights 100 tall. Oh,
them janks, cowboy killers.
I don't know why she kept smoking. What was so good about it? I went in the bathroom. I had the matches. Took about 8 matches to figure out how to light them. Opened that motherfucking window and took my first puff and damn near died.
Yeah.
Can't pay me to do a cigarette. Can't do it. But I did it. I think I was about 11, 12. Because I just wanted to see what was I was very interested.
Yeah.
And it humbled me as soon as I took that first puff. Lungs was fucking, chest was hurting. And I said, no, don't worry about it. Them motherfuckers strong. No, I'm good. I'm fine. But yeah, I know they're going to experience things and whatnot. One is already at that age. So I just, it's just sometimes I just be having them thoughts like, just fucking why? But now I'm going to shift my mindset. So this is,
you lucky I gave you this environment.
damn.
Ooh.
Like you ain't got a want for nothing. Now I am working on more. So like I said, at first I had no patience at all. At all. To the point where I ain't really listen to her, expressing herself and shit like that. Because sometimes she just be lying. But then I had to learn, like, all right, let me just go ahead and shut the hell up and let her
get her shit off.
Talk it out. And I just be sitting there like, because I know it's bullshit. So I just be like, all right. At least you being heard.
Yeah.
Then I just be like, most of the time it get too bad to the point where I'm like, all right, cut the shit. Let's stop there. Let's end it there, and this is what we're gonna do.
I'm still at I would say unintentional lie stage, and so I'll be like, blah blah blah, did you do this? And then she got this all elaborate story of this, and so I look at her and I'll be like, but what about this? And then she'd be like, oh. I'm like, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And she hit me with the, oh, I forgot.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh.
And I genuinely
I didn't hear you. You sitting right here. Oh, I didn't hear you. Oh, you said that. I'd be like, God, just please. Just go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do it. Then get to the back. Oh, what am I supposed to do again? Fuck it. Don't worry about it.
See, that's the problem. See, you fold it. You fold it. You got to let them do it. At this point, it's going to be more irritating than anything. But
now I don't say nothing no more.
Yeah.
She know what she's supposed to do. She got a list and everything that's posted.
Yeah.
You want this, right? Just like for her school. She gonna be mad. She gonna have the ponytails in her head. She did her chores and stuff and had that room clean. I said, your hair appointment is on Sunday. I'm expecting this little bit of stuff here to be done. Main thing, only chore for real she had was the room and to wash her clothes. She just washed her clothes this morning.
You better learn.
Hair appointment was Sunday. I said, oh, I hope you know I canceled your hair appointment. She said, so why? You didn't do what I asked you to do.
Cause and effect, big dog.
Ponytails it is. He be all right. I said, now, you know what you're supposed to do. Once you start doing what you're supposed to do, I'll get your hair appointment. But right now, we're about to be twins. Not doing it. No, I'm not doing it.
I got a question for you, man. I'm going over this topic list of the potential conversations on this episode pod, and then from the beginning I was like, it's no male bash and no nothing about that. So I want to know, where was your mind when this topic was created? And the topic is, if you're not ready to be a safe space, stop asking for women. Stop asking for soft women.
Yeah.
I personally feel like, as a male advocate, after that comma where it says stop asking for a soft woman, I feel like we could have left that part off. Because depends on, in our hometown, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to real localize this podcast. In our hometown,
it's some good women, very selective few.
75% of them smoke Black and Milds.
I used to be one.
See.
2012, see? 2013.
Do that sound like a soft woman?
I wasn't soft then.
See?
I'm soft now. This relationship here softened me up, but at that time I wasn't soft.
You had to stop smoking the blacks.
Ninja.
See. So
I was stressed out
as a male.
But I'm saying,
how can I be a soft spot for a No Limit soldier? Y'all don't. I mean, not y'all. Excuse me. They don't want to be soft.
You got to make it safe enough for us to be soft.
My nigga, we can go protect the family together. If this is what you want to do.
We can't drop our walls that damn quick.
When you hear the door,
work for it.
When you hear a random sound downstairs, I'm expecting you to go check it out. If you
go together.
If you ain't a soft, if you're not trying to be a soft woman, I need you to go figure out that. No,
my son.
Fuck. Don't be soft when it comes to the random creaks in the house.
Oh, I'm saying is, with this generation right now, majority, I would say 95% is a good.
That is a crazy number. 95%.
of men.
Oh, which way? Hold on, I gotta see which way. You said
for fire.
95.
That's a good 5% of men this generation.
Hey yo, girl math. Good. Hey, listeners, this is girl math at its finest. At its
95% of men.
Let me pull up. Let me check. Why she go on her ring? Right let me pull up some research. I need to see how many
toxic relationships y'all cheat. Not every one of y'all cheat.
Females cheat too. We just ain't gonna look.
Intelligence. Y'all too nonchalant.
Oh.
And if it's
95% men, it gotta be 95% female too.
Yeah,
all right, cool. We can say that.
Y'all yet. And it's just y'all want a woman to be soft and submit to you, but you don't make it a safe space for us to be submissive. You don't care about the emotion wise. Y'all care about the logic wise. I'm gonna get on the women. Shut up.
What we supposed to do? We supposed to care.
Supposed to care about the emotion wise too.
When somebody's breaking into your house, when you need protection,
we're not talking about that.
It ain't no love. It ain't no emotion.
We could be Mrs. Smith, which was my household. We not worried about. She was killing shit too.
But he still.
It don't matter. You can have.
Who got CSI? Who got training? Who has that training?
Both.
And we talking about Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the movie, the created characters that was off a script.
We can have that training too. It's some motherfucking lunatics out here.
Until somebody start kicking in your door, ready to take your life.
I'll shoot you. You came in my house.
When that adrenaline,
you put your life in danger.
I feel like
you put your life in danger.
I feel like.
Uh-oh.
When it's time for some shit that need to be protected, all these no limit ass females want a nigga to protect them. They're quick to hit a nigga in the face.
Yeah.
Until they need a nigga to do something.
Well,
if a dude come
on the 5%,
you can punch me in my face, and if a nigga come punch you in your face, you want me to beat him up.
Not necessarily. I ain't gonna call my man. I'm gonna just handle it myself.
If we standing beside each other,
I'm not gonna let him fight my battles, even though he's not gonna allow that.
You are expecting, no matter what you feel like in your pridefulness, whether you decide to swing or not, hey Mook, as if your man, I wish we was in a place where we can call your man. Cause I personally feel like, as a male, from my male perspective, no matter what type of hands train, unless you like Carissa Shields or some shit like that, if me and my shorty together, for example, me and you together, we walking down the street.
I used to fight with my brother.
I understand that. Remember
fight with his battle.
Before this, 2 topics ago, we was like, in your mind, you feel like you could do this, but in his mind, you feel like he'd be protected. Now, with that being said, if a dude come and smack you in the face with your man, right? Even though you may swing and you turn around and he chilling like,
I know the type of man I have. He's not going to do that.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You said, because you have that type of man, you can have that type of mindset. You can have that. But he's going to do it regardless. You know that because you know he's going to redo it. Yeah. You can say, I can fight him. I don't need him to fight my battles. But you know he's going to do it.
No, for sure.
My point.
But my thing is, you skipping my facts.
You know.
I can handle.
But just because you get. But you expecting.
Not necessarily.
Okay, maybe expecting is the wrong word.
It's different.
If he, once again, you can be as different as you want. You can beat the nigga ass who hit you. If you turn around and your man is sitting right there chilling.
He probably, God forbid, which this not with me, but he probably, what if you got one that ain't a fucking fighter?
But we not talking about that. We talking about you and how you would feel.
Well, I know even if you going for it.
Exactly, because you know he ain't going for it.
Me to argue or a nigga to even get close to
me. If you know he's not going for it, in your mind, right now, me and you talking, you know he's not going for it.
Absolutely not.
So if you turn around and he's going for it.
We're going to have a conversation like, what's going on?
You going to be like, nigga, get the fuck out of my goddamn house. You ain't shit. I don't need you.
No, I wouldn't do that. I personally wouldn't do that. But we'll have a conversation like what transpired Like what?
We got to get him on the pod.
We can.
We got to get him on the pod. Not today.
Not today, but we definitely can. Next time.
I need to ask him. Look, we need to set a camera up on you, and we're gonna be to set a camera up on him, and y'all gonna be back to back, and all his answers we're gonna allow him to write it down. All your answers, you can write them down. You can say them out loud, but all his answers we're gonna write down, and we're gonna continue the show because I don't want him to get in any trouble at home, but. I get it. All right, I understand.
You get in trouble at home.
I put to ask how many males. Oh yeah, go back to your 95% of men ain't doing some shit.
95% men right now ain't worth a flying fuck in the fucking windstorm. For real, like it's just the shit I be seeing on Facebook and shit like that. It's like,
Okay. In the last census, 2024. All right. It is 340.1 million people in the United States, right? At least documented in the census, right? 174.5 million are male. Now, I'm about to ask ChatGPT just for the simple sake of math and technology. What is 95%?
Not the snicker. Not the snicker.
What is 95% of 174.5 million? We're going to see this girl math right here.
It's 95%. I stand on my decision. They ain't worth a flying fuck ass, man.
ChatGPT says, with the analyzing, which I feel like they should have probably did that a lot faster. It shouldn't be telling me analyzing.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you.
So approximately
95%.
95. So approximately 165,775 men ain't shit.
95%.
Hey, fellas. Shout out to that 5%. I feel like y'all beat the odds. Y'all beat the odds. Y'all did. I thought I was that, but that 9.5% is crazy. So that means it's probably like, it's like 10 million of us. I ain't gonna say us. It's 10 million.
Literally 5%.
How many marriages is in the United States? How many happy?
Look at the divorce rate.
Well, that don't have nothing to do with males. I'm cutting this out. All right. No.
A lot of women in the marriage, it's about a good 50-50, I'll say, with this generation, because these females are hoes right now. But
it's more than just being a hoe that stop a relationship.
And being sneaky, and it all starts with the work wives and work husbands.
All right, let's male bash. Let's female bash. What about the people, the females? Because you're always pulling out these 1 or 2% and throwing out 95s to that.
95 too.
What about the females that's married, that a man then sat there, gave them all of this, married them, so on and so forth, and it's just not enough?
There's a lot of females out there like
it's just not enough. More males, and males are not leaving relationships. Now, could they do stuff to conduct a divorce?
Yeah, I'm ready to say
obviously they could. Yeah. But most males, I don't like saying most because I feel like that number
95.
95 is crazy.
It already proved it.
A lot. I'm pretty sure it is not. I'm pretty sure it's more than 165,775,000 men out here that is shit. Okay. I know it's more than 10 million good men, husbands, and well-provided people in the United States that do what they're supposed to do, because you're never going to hear about them.
Yeah, of course. We keep them under hush. I know I do.
And so that's why the numbers is skewed.
It still ain't worth a flying fuck.
Nah.
Most men are.
Not most men. How we keep saying most men? What is this most?
Because this Xfinity app is pissing me off.
So if you pick 10 men right now 9 of them ain't shit.
I ain't even gonna deal with 10 men.
No, I'm not telling you 10 men. I'm talking about your number and your statistics. If we put 10 men in a room, you saying
with this generation,
9 of them ain't shit.
With this generation,
I know.
I would probably say it depends on what 10 niggas is in there, because all 10 of them might not be worth a flying.
Well,
you have narcissists, you have love bombers, you have some that's actually good but has a lot of trauma with them that refuse to heal. You have a lot of shit like that.
But it's not 95% of men.
ChatGPT just proved.
No. ChatGPT gave me what percentage of men are in the population and what 95% of that is. So it is 174.5 million men in the United States, white, black, purple, green, indigo, all the colors. And 95% of that, which is the percentage that you're claiming, is 165,755,000 men out here that ain't shit. So that leaves roughly 10 to 9 million is shit men.
Yeah, about good 95% is okay.
Hey, that's them.
You have a good man, hold on tight to him. If you got a good woman, hold on tight to him, because it's a rough generation out here. Definitely the women nowadays are the new men.
I can say they ain't shit. Shout out to all my the single fathers taking care of their kids.
Respect y'all, big time.
Cause she keep trying to come for the men.
No, I mean it's some good father. You could be a damn good father, but you could be an ain't shit ass man.
But the percentage is what blowing me.
It's okay. That's still good. 95. I stand my ground.
I mean, you can stand it.
Question out here for everybody. Let's do a percentage of how many ain't shit man and female
now, Mook,
is out here in Richmond, Virginia.
Now, Mook, you know only heartbroken people is going to answer that. It's not even worth prompting that. Nobody that got a good human being is on social media answering them questions. Now, it is a few of them that just be trolling. They be like, oh, these niggas ain't shit. And they be like, oh, no, I've been married for 5 years. We good. Like, it is those out there that just part of the mingling. But if you ask how many men ain't shit, you are not going to get any people saying my man is good. Because the one that's saying the ones that saying my man is good is entertained off the female saying they man ain't shit. They're not going to sit there and be like, because the same thing you said, oh, I'm not going to put it out there. I'm not going to say nothing. So with not even your logic, with the female mindset of what you just said, that if you got a good man, I'm not even going to put him out there. I'm not even going to post it. So why wouldn't the ain't shit man get amplified? For example, my lovely woman. Everybody know we good, Gucci, and regardless. She's not on social media.
Mine ain't neither.
Telling people that I'm cooking, that I'm cleaning, that I do everything, that she ain't got to worry about nothing, that the track. She's not telling nobody. Because it's nobody to validate.
Correct.
The people, so when you get the people that saying men ain't shit, if they had somebody that was shit, they wouldn't be out here talking shit about men. So you find the very small percentage of ain't shit men, then you're going to go in and tell the world all men ain't shit. No.
I ain't say that.
95% of men ain't shit. No, it's not 95. 95, not you, but 95% of the men who this female had picked to give them the bad name. First off, this is me on my male rant. This is my male rant. Was he ain't shit before he nutted in you? That's what I want to ask these females. Because they always say niggas ain't shit, but it was, I don't know, I can't speak freely on your pod like I want to speak on it.
What?
But you sucking dick behind a store.
Well.
But yet today he ain't shit. He was good then.
Well, I don't have any of those stories, so I can't really validate on that.
But nobody, the lovely men that at home taking care of their business, enrolling their kids into school, cooking dinner, taking out trash, not in nobody DM, communicated, would never would never be seen because the insecurities of females is so scared that somebody's going to take that from them.
Correct. Well, if you could take anything from me, it won't mind.
So if I feel like those men need to be more glorified, because if you talk about it more, it'll be more people motivated to be good. These females try to hide these good men and then have the world complain about the bad men, have people think it's 95% men ain't true.
I wouldn't say we are hiding, because
hiding not the word, excuse me. Not hiding, but
well known about.
Well, see, that's the thing. So that's the
I'm not gonna tell
the
you
female
what
voodoo
in the house though.
But my point exactly. You don't if all we have out there is people talking about how somebody did them wrong, we are able to have conversations of who's better, who's wrong. My baby mama ain't shit. My baby daddy ain't shit. But if you have the conversations of, oh, this person shows me what a man look like. This person shows me what it look like to take care of home. This person shows me to do that, regardless of not who the fuck it is. Because if you locked in a home, it don't matter if you post them or they say something. If somebody approach their DMs or somebody approach them, they're not gonna go for that. So it's like, why can't that be glorified? Because I can go through my group message right now and show 3 dads trying to enroll their kids into schools right now. But they're never gonna be sit right there and say, oh, they're gonna be like, niggas ain't shit. 95% of them ain't shit.
I mean, still,
well, if that's the number 5, but like we are. I feel like the conversation should change from niggas ain't being shit and treat the people that ain't shit like the people that are shit. Start glorifying the people that are doing what they're supposed to do, because that's how you build. You see somebody, Barack Obama expired so many black people just because we seen somebody
black in
the office. That's simple. Even though I know it's not that simple, but that inspired people to get in business. That inspired people to talk. That inspired confidence. That inspired all of that because, oh, that person did it. We seen this now. So if I got a group of friends and we ain't talking about hoes or whatnot, but we like, hey, we about to take our ladies out, that should be glorified. That should be louder than the ain't shit, because niggas are shit. Now, people get niggas at certain ages. We not shit at 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Fair. Our apologies for the growth. We're not shit. We don't know shit. We're not. It may be.
It's some men that's up in their 50s and 60s that still ain't worth a flying.
And they deserve to be nothing in life. We're not sitting right there. The males that doing stuff, we're not saying, oh, OG, good shit, because you sitting on the blog, OG, you ain't taking care of your kid. Like, that nigga's disgusting.
Very.
We don't harbor them. You know how people like, oh, you always talk about your friends and they ain't got no kid. If my friend, first off, if we locked in, I know if they're taking care of their kids or not.
Mm-hmm.
So don't try to put me in that category. Oh, you let your friend do this. If I knew my friend was putting their hands on their female, we wouldn't be fucking with each other. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean he's going to tell us that shit. It doesn't mean he's telling us all our business. That doesn't mean it's all of that. But we address it accordingly. They always say that, like, oh, you niggas ain't this or y'all that. No, because the people that's doing what we supposed to do, and you know, I'm an advocate on that shit. Mm-hmm. The people that's doing what they supposed to do, I don't need to get on social. I'm not on social media glorifying.
I used to post the kids for school, or, you know, post to update most family on social media about my kids. But I got to the point now, it's like, for what?
Mm-hmm.
So you can share and be like, oh, auntie baby, oh,
the ballot, yeah,
and all that. And I just be sitting here like, you don't even check on them or nothing of that sort. So why are you sharing it? So I got to the point and I had to take accountability. Within, it's like, I can't get irritated with them if I'm putting the ammo for them to do it. So I stopped fucking doing it because it's no point. I don't have to validate nobody's feelings. I don't have to update. I don't even update most people with my kids no more. They ask how they doing, they good. Even if they doing bad, they good. Because if they bad, what you gonna do for them?
Hey.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
you know, I say all the time, when I needed help, you on Dale.
Exactly. And then it's to the point where if I ask you for help, I need the help. Because I don't ask for nothing. So if I need it, I'm going to ask you. But I don't even have to be in that boat because I have a good man that if it comes down to it, now he knows. It's like, he used to ask me, you need anything or anything in that sort? Of course you know I'm going to tell you no. But now he gotten to the point where he just
Ignore your bullshit.
Yeah, he just
a good man.
Send it.
A good man.
You know,
a good man. A good man. A good no. Cause she be out here talking shit about men like she ain't got a good one.
I said 5%. He is part of that 5%.
She trying to patent this day. It's really like 50. It's really 5% of men ain't shit. 15 at the most. She got a good man at home.
I have an
awesome man at home. And quick to bash a nigga. She ain't bashing him.
I ain't gotta bash him because he ain't do nothing to me. But I see what I see. Family, friend, well, old friends, I should say. Associates, co-workers, just Facebook in general. And it's just like, I be seeing shit and it just disgusts me. And I just unfriend. And it's like, I don't need that on my timeline. But we have to be realistic right now. This generation right now is just overly sexualized and overly toxic. You can't go against that. It's really true. Like,
but what about the generation? Like, because you got to think about a lot of our youngest person of our generation is like 26. So like, it is a lot of our generation that's still getting dictated for shit we did 10 years ago. And that's fair for that still to be lingered, but this is also the same generation that every father is participating in some type of coaching, or they at their kids' events, or they make sure to get their kids stuff too. And it's also men that want marriage. It's also men that want to provide a family. It's also men. This is still the same generation. Now, obviously, it's never 100%. And even if you want to say you're 95,
that wants marriage and all this stuff, but also can't have self-control,
then they don't deserve marriage.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying.
But you can say that all. They can say, I want this. I want $1 million right now. But if I'm not gonna put the work in to get $1 million, it's just loose air.
Exactly. But men will get married and they'll fuck up the spouse because they wasn't truly ready to be married. It's not always on the female, is what I'm saying, and it's not always on the man neither. Yeah, some females like that too.
But it is. In my opinion, I just feel like it's a small percentage of both. I feel like it could just
50-50.
I feel like, but what I'm saying, like out of all the females in this world or in the country, like we're saying, it is more females that are doing what they're supposed to do, theoretically, right? And what we feel like what they're supposed to do as a female in this. And it's just as many females that's not. It's just like it's more females that's doing with it. Men is not going to sit right here and bash a female because you look like a hoe ass nigga if we do that. I could give with my niggas, be like, yeah, shawty fucked me up, we so and so forth. But as soon as I get on social media, because somebody say something like, yeah, she hurt my heart, then all of a sudden everything gets switched to the male. Their feelings is not validated, as we know, so on and so forth. So we're not going to sit here and create a group of people bashing a female. Not saying they wouldn't. It is very unlikely or rare for a male to sit right here and bash or go at a female because there's more males that's coming for him differently. It's more people like, oh, you're not supposed to say this, or you're not supposed to do that, or handle up, tighten up, you a dude, or it don't matter, she did this, and so on and so forth, yada, yada, yada. But like we just said, if we put up there on the post saying what percentage of males ain't shit in Richmond, everybody that experienced somebody that ain't shit is going to post, and the people that's not. So it's not going to ever be a clear number. Just my opinion, and I believe I agree with you with yours. I'm not saying your stuff is wrong enough. In my experience and my views, I feel like it's a very small percentage of both. It's a very small percentage of ain't shit females, and there's a very small percentage of ancient males. And I feel like that is only because, excuse me, I don't want to go off track. A very small percentage of ancient female and a very small percentage of male, but because it gets amplified. The bullshit get amplified. The drama get amplified. We could say right there, it used to be this page on Facebook, come on, wedding something, a marriage couples, or marriage, something like that. And being in, but I know, but like being in that community or being that, and you start seeing like, oh, it's a whole lot of people that's here loving and doing all of that. But because only thing that I see, if I had Shade Room, we talking about so-and-so break up with somebody, Cardi this or offsetting this or that, it's what people feel like is this. It's not to come at Cardi or none of these celebrities or nothing like that. It is no reason why we know her business, yep. Offset business. If they was fucking around, they was doing something like that, we don't need to know that. And all that do is validate people that experience similar things. I can say right there, I got cheated on before. I can sit right here and hate every female in the world or say every female ain't shit or every female like that. Or I can just go about my day and learn from, think about the stuff that people have. Yes, I've been hurt. Yes, I've been this. Yes, I've been that. Yes, I've been that. I've also done that to other people. But I can't get on social media and say, F my baby mama. Like, I can say F my baby mama, but the general core of everybody in society gonna look at me like, oh, look at that hoe ass nigga up there complaining. Oh, look at that hoe ass nigga talking about his baby mama. Or what did he do wrong?
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's a smaller. It could be 95, but I just feel like it always, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're not out here bragging about it. And it's not going to give you the attention. People don't care about shit like that. You'll see something be like, oh, look, they all happily married. But as soon as they get an argument or as soon as they get a divorce, like, yeah, I knew it.
Mm-hmm. That's why I just keep shit to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's very well known of. Not hiding them. He ain't a secret. It's just, I have nothing to prove to nobody. You know, I'm happy, good, smooth, household taken care of, bills taken care of, nothing to complain about. We have our days like every relationship do. You know, I just don't have no reasons to validate the social media world. Because as soon as you put something positive, here come a negative person, male or female. Oh, enjoy it. Because you never know how long it's going to. I did it. I think I posted him in the beginning of our relationship. Posted him maybe about 2-3 times. Men, exes are coming out the woodblock. I said, oh, no, we ain't doing that. And then females, oh, I talked to him. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn about none of that. Or enjoy it while it lasts because he switches up or this and this and that. And you just be like, that was with you. Now, if it happens with me, it happens with me. Okay, everybody got free will. You got to go, you got to go. You know what I'm saying? All right, thank y'all for coming through. Rocking with the Spiritual Glow with Mook. We appreciate y'all. This is just a little short for you all. We'll get the real deal mixed wheel next time we come and record. Hopefully we have Big Tay on here. You know, school started, little things getting a little rocky, so we had to
Daddy duties.
This is good. So y'all have a wonderful day. See y'all next week. We appreciate y'all. One love.
More of the story. 95% ain't what you think it is.